One of the most electrifying college football players we've seen since Johnny Manziel, Tavon Austin, you name it, this guy was absolutely electric anytime he stepped on the field. He could turn the game a complete 180. He scored in a variety of different ways. He was the fastest guy on the field. Jaylen Waddle was one of the most underappreciated wide receivers that Alabama ever had. And it's mostly because of the fact that he was in a room with Ruggs, Judy, Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith. He's overlooked because of Omari, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. The list goes on and on. Alabama has slowly but surely become wide receiver U over the last 12, 13, 14 years since Nick Saban's been there. Now, I'm not saying they're wide receiver U historically, but over the last 10, 15 years, you make a strong case. But now, Jaylen Waddle. If I had the privilege of watching him as an Alabama fan, this is a guy that you heard his name, you know it was going to be a big play. Against Auburn in 2019, he had 4 catches for 98 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had a punt return for a touchdown, a 4-touchdown game in the Iron Bowl. It's unheard of. It's one of the best performances you've ever seen from a player in that game. His career, he has 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, average like 19 yards per catch. In 2019, 560 yards, 6 touchdowns, 17 yards per catch. Again, that was that same year when you have Ruggs, Smith, Judy. Everyone got touches. Everyone made plays. Now, the question is, this year, he only played 4 or 5 games, I think, counting the Natty. Where does he land in the draft? There's a couple of different places I'm looking at. It's kind of in that top 15, top 16 area. Number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. They have Jalen Reagor. They have Greg Moore. I think they're releasing Deshaun Jackson. They just announced yesterday that Jalen Hurts is their guy. Not going to be a quarterback competition or anything like that. Go with Jalen Hurts. Build around him. Jaylen Waddle at 6 makes sense. And I think if you watched the video I put out yesterday in terms of the Miami Dolphins offseason, they just got Isaiah Wilson, which kind of opens the door for them to get Devontae Smith at 3. If they do that, then Jamar Chase at 5 makes sense. And then Jaylen Waddle at 6 makes even more sense. So Waddle at 6 could be the highest I think we see him go. Next up, we have the New York Giants at 11. They are getting rid of Golden Tate. They still have Sterling Shepard. They still have Darius Slayton and a couple other guys that they only have like 1 pending free agent. So the Giants could use some work with the wide receiver room. Get a guy for Danny Dimes, get a guy that can take some load off of Saquon Barkley, and I think Waddle could do that. Waddle is that electrifying type of guy that can give a spark to the Giants on offense, special teams, you name it. And it's just another weapon for them to utilize. If I'm not mistaken, Jason Garrett is now their OC, I think, something like that. So you get him a guy that he had in kind of like Michael Gallup, a good Amari Cooper type of guy. I think it would have been nice to see him with CeeDee Lamb, but we didn't get that opportunity. So I think Jaylen Waddle is a guy that can come in and that can be your jet sweep kind of dude and open up that offense a little bit. And then the furthest I see Waddle going back is Arizona at 16. They have D-Hop, they have Christian Kirk, they might have Larry Fitzgerald, but again, this is a team that you need work in the wide receiver room. Your other guys are guys that really no one's kind of even heard of. If one of those guys go down, you're going to have somebody else step up. So why not have a solid wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 option in Jaylen Waddle who can not only help you on offense, but help you in special teams as well. Kind of a short video here, but I feel like when it comes to wide receivers, I say the same thing over and over and over and over. It just comes down to basically where do you land in the draft? Because, I mean, you have Bateman, you have Waddle, you have Smith, Chase, Rondell Moore, Tony, Elijah Moore. I mean, the list goes on and on of where these guys could fit in. It's just a matter of who goes first. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more NFL offseason content. And tell me what players you want me to do next. I've done Zach Wilson, Rondell Moore, Mac Jones, and Devontae Smith. Just did Jaylen Waddle. Got a couple other guys. Maybe I'll hit the defensive side of the ball soon. But yeah, so let me know what you want to see, or if you're a fan of an NFL team, want me to preview their offseason, just drop that in the comments.